Crikey, top of the morning to you. Sitting home or at work on your phone, looking for something new to watch on YouTube that you haven't already seen? Well, thanks for tuning in to the Dickhead Brian Show. I'm on my way to my buddy Ross's house, my 85-year-old friend, to take a door off of a frame for him so he can fit his walker through there. Just came home from the hospital, fell and broke his damn leg. Told him, better stop fucking around. Excuse my language. Excuse me, Lord. I'm trying really hard to curb my language. It's very difficult. I have Tourette's and I'm programmed and I'm used to it, always just not worrying about it. And now I'm more conscientious about it. I'm working on trying to keep it under wraps. So I'm going over to Ross's house, morning bud, to take a door off the hinge for him so he can get in the little dealio. And gosh, I was just sitting there. YouTube is playing, it's running through the videos. And here comes George Christie, running his mouth. Oh yeah, we used dynamite and grenades and we blew up the Outlaws and we did this and that and everything else. And just ratting on everybody. Just throwing everybody under the bus. Maybe most of these dudes are already dead or in prison, but man, do you think that doesn't put a spotlight right back on the organization that they try so hard to convince people that they're not a criminal organization and they're not a gang? And gosh, man, I mean, there's hundreds of videos of mob bosses and ex-presidents of every club just spilling the beans, man. This is something I took into consideration a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, and it lasted for a year. I took into consideration, I got to do my research, man. I do not just jump into something head first. Unless I know the people my whole life and I know for a fact I can trust them and they've never ratted on anybody and they're very careful with what they do, I don't have to worry about that anymore. But gosh, man, I mean, aren't you guys watching all this stuff and taking into consideration when you think about wanting to join a club? Especially you think you want to roll with the one percenters? I'll tell you right now, in this area that I live in, you will not see one percenters. Not in this town. If they come through here, I'm not even kidding, man. Two outlaws rode through the town, and I saw them at the gas station, okay? I was at the gas station putting gas in my bike, and I saw two of them ride by. And the patch stands out. It really stands out because in this area, it's nothing but Christian clubs, okay? And I recognize all of their patches. Outlaws come through, I recognize their patch. Two of them riding side by side. And you can tell they're trying to boogie on out of town. Hey, there's my man Brett. Hey, Brett. What's up, buddy? I got on my bike and I rode down that direction. Now, I saw them go by side. And man, I'm not even kidding you. Less than 30 seconds, 45 seconds later to a minute, 2 sheriff units and 2 city police were hauling ass in that direction. So out of curiosity, I was out scooting around in my dual sport, looking for some fun. I'm like, well, I'm going that way anyway, because there's an abandoned building I want to check out down there. So I go down that way. Sure as shit, man. They got these guys pulled over. 2 sheriffs in front of them. 2 city cops behind them. And another one across the street. And as I rode further up the road, about 2 miles, there were 2 more waiting up there in unmarked cars. I was kind of put up on game whenever I first moved here of how people move around here and what you do and don't do and what's acceptable with local law enforcement and what's not. I even chatted with a couple of local PD and asked them some questions and got some clarification. Super cool people, down to earth, man. Down to earth. I mean, you say, hey, what's up, man? Can I ask you a question real quick? Yeah, no problem. You can't talk to cops in California and you don't. You don't, man. You put your life on the line. These people around here are super cool. And it's like they want you to know what's up, what's acceptable, what's unacceptable. They don't want any horse shit taking place around here. It's not how it goes around here. If people come through here with any kind of agenda that they're going to come here and unload a bus and do some demonstration, I'm not even kidding, man. They will have every single unit available and the National Guard on you in 2 seconds, and you'll be moving along down the road. You can move on down the road to Cookville and do that, but you can't do it here, okay? So, anyways, like I was saying, what had happened was all these people are just throwing a rat on everybody, and the rest of them are trying to convince everybody that they don't partake in criminal activities. And there's just a few people here and there that you always got a few bad apples here and there. But then you hear also, oh, we don't allow that, and if we find out, we kick them out, yada yada. That's not true, man. That's not true. We just don't talk about it. Nobody talks about it. Okay, you keep it to yourself, and nobody's gonna know or say anything. Or they're gonna know, but they're not gonna say anything. So there's an unmarked unit waiting on the other side of the road right there, just watching people go by, which is great. Love it here, man. I feel safe here. Yeah, man, don't do it, okay? Just don't do it. Get a few buddies that you ride with and you have a little riding club, and keep it cool, man. Keep it cool. Don't put your balls in a clench over something that later you're going to regret. Why did all of these guys, biggest names in the world and the biggest MCs in the world, and now they've left the club and they're telling all the business? And it's every club, okay? Oh, what's this going on over here? Oh, that's so cool, man. These guys are the best. They come by in these big old trucks. Check out Homeboy's truck. Look at that. Boost. Yeah, baby. And they pick up your branches for you. So if your trees start shedding limbs and you can't really get rid of them, they don't really want you burning stuff. Not in city limits. People do it, but they frown upon it. Take all your limbs and you put them out from what they call the breezeway, which is the sidewalk or close to it. And you can give them a call or shoot an email over, and they will come by and pick up those branches for you and get rid of them. Oh, my buddy. Let's go see my buddy. I love this man. I can't even tell you. The mayor puts out a state of emergency. Don't do this and don't do that. Whatever you do, don't go out and drive in the snow. My buddy sends me a video. The mayor says this and don't go in the snow, yada yada. I said, well, does he not aware that we have a Jeep Rubicon, right? I said, I think you better get over here, man. We better go check it out. I'll be there in 5 minutes. And dude shows up. And man, we go out four-wheeling. Those videos are on my page. This dude is 85 years old, and we're out four-wheeling, having the time of our lives, while our wives are scared to death for us. Having a blast. That's what, you know what he loves about me? I just love him because he's a beautiful person, and I really have a lot of respect for anybody of age because their life experience is invaluable. He loves me because I don't treat him like an old dude. I come in, I shake his hand, I give him a hug. What's up, my brother? And man, I just treat him like he's my 40-year-old friend. We're like 40-year-olds refusing to grow up, and we just go out and have a lot of fun. And he's a wonderful man. I work for him. Anytime he needs anything, he call me, and I come right over and hook it up. And now I'm here. I got to go see my buddy. Thanks for tuning in and listening to me babble. I promise I'm going to do a better job at getting out some content. I hope that you think it's entertaining in some way. If you don't, let me know in the comments. And if you don't like my videos, then fuck your mother. All right, take care.